إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فإن خير الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Brothers and sisters, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah give us sincerity to speak the truth in the light of the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To understand them, to accept them in our hearts and to implement them in our life. Today, inshallah, how a Muslim should be spending his Ramadan, every day of Ramadan, right from the dawn till sunset. I will be giving you all the important points briefly, and if you want to have a reference for any particular issue, then alhamdulillah the newsletter has got everything in that, so you can get the references from that. And I'm sincerely asking you for your forgiveness that sometimes when the print is coming, when I'm printing 2,000 copies, 2,000 pages at one time, there are some dots and blocks are coming which sometimes you find it hard to read it because of that error in the printing. So please forgive me for that. This is one-man show. I'm preparing the articles, I'm printing it, my children are stapling, so it's all one-man show. There is nobody amongst the brothers so far. I'm not complaining because this is, maybe Allah have not chosen somebody from you to do that. But 5 years, 6 years of my da'wah, there are brothers who have financially contributed to many things with me. Some have, mashallah, contributed with the good advices like Uncle Bashir, which have helped me to live, safe and with the safety in this country. But as far as my main concern of the da'wah is there, I didn't find anybody who can, tie the belt and jump into the ring with me and could say, okay, Sheikh Sahab, I'm with you. Let's do dawah, proper dawah to the people. So that's, it's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test me that how much I can do in this life so that when I go back to India, so I'll be ready to, serve the big mass of the people. So alhamdulillah, this is the reason I just wanted to, it's not a complaint, but alhamdulillah, it's my feeling which I felt, I should say that. So alhamdulillah, today you will be getting all the informations because maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we might inshallah have Ramadan, and this is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has cursed the person who have attended the Ramadan. Ramadan was there, he lived for 29 days, 30 days in Ramadan. Ramadan passed away, still he lived, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not removed him from the hellfire. Means he was not yet qualified to come out of the hell. So this is a big curse for a person being a Muslim, attending the month of Ramadan, 29 days, 30 days, yet he is not forgiven by Allah. And Allah is not pleased with him. So this is a serious warning. So based on that, alhamdulillah, well, maybe next Friday when you will come, we will be in Ramadan. So it's my duty to tell you how you should start your Ramadan. Issue number one, that Ramadan is fard upon Muslim, a man or a woman who has reached the age of puberty, and he or she is not traveling, or he and she is not constantly ill. These are the people upon whom the fasting is compulsory. Those people upon whom the fasting is not compulsory and those who are exempted, I have already explained that in one of my khutbahs, that if they are underage, if they are not reached the age of puberty, those women who are in their menses or the postnatal child bleeding, or a person is constantly ill, surviving only on the medicine, or a person is traveling, or a person has reached certain age where if he starts fasting, then he'll be more in trouble because of his ill health or the weak health. So that person is exempted, man or a woman who has reached a certain age where the fasting could harm them more, or a person who is, for an example, he is not sound, mentally not sound. So these kind of people are exempted from that. And a woman who is pregnant, and if she is advised by the medical doctor that her fasting can harm the child or can harm her health, then she is exempted. If a person is breastfeeding, and that too again by the advice of the doctor, that she can indirectly have a side effect by fasting, or the child might suffer. So these are the people who are exempted from fasting in this month. But those who are sound, mashallah, healthy, powerful, and those who can, mashallah, spend their 1 hour, 2 hours every day in the gym, this is especially for them. This is the month where they can, alhamdulillah, get ready. Those people, how they should start their Ramadan, and the Ramadan starts from the sunset. Last sunsetting of Sha'ban. Once the Sha'ban has ended and the sun has set, from there your Ramadan starts. That can be based on your counting of Sha'ban or based on your sighting of the moon. After that, the first thing that comes is your intention. Intention, if you see all the books of Ahadith, if you see all the books of fiqh, the intention verbally is not mentioned anywhere by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'll tell you again. Nowhere in the Quran, nowhere in the Hadith or the books of fiqh, the intention in verbal, in the words, not taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nowhere. It is later on by the scholars or by the Buzurg or Pir Sahib or Maulvi Sahib, it has been introduced. And I don't know why they have introduced that, but they have printed so many leaflets where they tell you that your dua should be, when you make the intention, your niyat should be like this. And also at the time of breaking your fast, at the time of iftari, they have a dua, and that dua is again to break the fast. But these are not from authentic sources. Even the hadith, which is in Sunan Abu Dawood, where it is mentioned that a person says that I say with the Bismillah and I break the fast because I fasted for Allah, that these are the words not found in the Quran and the Hadith by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you want to say it, I have no problem. But make sure that you don't say that this is Sunnah. When you say Sunnah, then you are lying upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which again puts you into trouble. So it is not from Rasulullah, it is from Maulvi Sahib like me or other Maulvi Sahib who have got any genuine reason to do that, but there is no Quran and Sunnah speak about that. So the first thing is your intention. Your intention should be from your heart. Your intention should be from your heart that you want to fast, inshallah, the whole month of Ramadan for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with Iman and hoping with the reward. Why? Because the hadith in Sahih Bukhari says that man sama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. The one who observes the fast of Ramadan with faith, with iman, and with the intention to get the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive all his sins. So the first is niyat, intention. Then comes the issue of sahri, which is called short meal before dawn. And the best time is that just before the azan of Fajr. And that's the conclusion is there. I put all the argument in the newsletter where you will get the opinion. And the best time is that you start your sahri just before the adhan of Fajr, so that alhamdulillah you can eat enough, and that will help you throughout the day for your fasting, your ibadah, your work, and to complete your fast. Fast, the suhoor can be on water. If you don't have anything special to eat, you can still have the suhoor with water, dates, or alhamdulillah, Luton is famous for chicken and chips. You can have 2 plates, 3 plates of chicken and chips at the time of suhoor. There is no restriction in Islam. You can have 2 bottles of Coca-Cola, Pepsi. There is no restriction. This is the sahri that you have to eat, and you have to eat because Rasulullah has said that tasahharu fa inna fi suhuri barakah. Do the sahri, eat your short meal before dawn, because it will bring you blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Rasulullah also has said that this will be one of the reasons for my ummah to prosperous in their life. So the ummah will prosperous, or the ummah will prosper in their life. Ummah will be successful. Ummah will win whatever the battle that they are in if they eat the sahri. Another hadith which is very serious, it says that the difference between the fasting of the Jews and the Christian and the Muslim is eating of the sahri. So the difference between the Jews and the Christians fasting and the Muslims fasting is that the Jews and the Christians, they don't eat sahri. That is why we as Muslims, when we start fasting, we must have the sahri, that is suhoor. Sahri, the last very serious point of sahri is sometimes we eat at 2 o'clock in the evening, in the morning or night time. Today, now the time is there because 2:30 or 3, there is a very close time for the adhan of Fajr. So you can have a sahri before that. And because we don't hear the adhan in this country here, in the public, but during the time of Rasulullah in Makkah and Medina and Middle East, you hear the adhan. You hear the adhan in India and Pakistan. Outside the masjid still while you are eating in your house. So you can literally hear the adhan. The hadith which is in Abu Dawud, it says that if you have something in your plate and you are eating and still you have heard the adhan of the muaddin, then you can complete what is there in your plate, not in your plates. I repeat again, in your plate, that is in your hand. Okay, then there is no restriction. You can fill up the plate 3 times. You can pile up with every, one level of chickens, the other one chips, then pizza. You can have that, but that should be 1 plate. And that plate can be completed even after the adhan is completed. There is no harm in that, but this is the hadith, that what is there in your plate, you have to finish that. Sometimes people wake up and they are ritually impure, which means they have to have a ritual bath, that is ghusl janaba. That can be due to night dreams, private relation between the spouses, menses, and any other bleeding. So that these are the issues. If somebody wants to know, because now the kids are here, so I can't say all this thing in open. So if you want to know any specific thing, alhamdulillah, I'm in Luton, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm here to, answer all your queries about that, inshallah. After that, suppose if you woke up in the status where you have to have a ritual ghusl, and you are already at the time of Fajr, but you are impure. So before going to Fajr, your intention was to fast. You can complete your fast will not have any problem. You can take the ghusl and go for the Fajr prayer. Inshallah, your fasting is valid.